some kind of medical event, and you have a $200,000 bill, just like that.
Not only that, bro. A lot of us live paycheck to paycheck.
Exactly.
Something can happen at home. It won't even be health related. Something can happen at home, and boom.
All of that. That's exactly. Is I want us to see ourselves when we read these scriptures. Because check this out. Y'all see what's going on right now. Y'all see what's happening in Iran? What's happening in the Middle East? Right? Is anybody concerned at all that that's going to come here? No? All right. Read that.
Zephaniah chapter 2 verse 1.
Go ahead.
Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation and not desire.
So the Bible gives us a commandment that we must gather together as a nation. Right now we're a fragmented, broken nation. We look at each other differently. The blacks and Hispanics, a lot of us don't get along. There's some communities, like I see in LA. In LA, you see the blacks and Hispanics starting to come together. Chicago, but then now we don't look at each other as the same nation of people. We look at each other different. We're separated by what? How we look, our skin color, our political beliefs, our Bible beliefs, right? Religious beliefs. We are separated by those things. But God says we must gather together. Go ahead.
Before the decree bring forth.
So God says before decree. Who knows what this is talking about? It says before the decree comes first. What do you think that could mean? Anybody? We're going to show you. We're going to help you out. It explains itself. God says we must come together before the decree comes forth. Go ahead.
Before the day pass as the chaff.
So before the day passes the chaff. You know what a chaff is? When you get the wheat, I don't know if you ever seen them. They rub the wheat together, and then you left with the wheat berries. What's left over is a chaff. When the wind comes, it blows it away. What would happen in this earth that will cause the earth to go away like a chaff? Or go blow away like a chaff? Let's talk about thermonuclear destruction. God didn't allow nuclear weapons to be made on this earth for them not to be used. If we believe that God is almighty and he's in control of everything, those things that were not created for them to sit in their silos. Those things were created to be made for destruction upon the earth. So God says before that day happens, we must gather together. Go ahead.
Before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you.
So before the fierce anger come upon us. Why is God angry with us? Hold that. Hosea chapter 4 verse 1. God is angry with our people. God is angry with our people. Read that.
Hosea chapter 4 verse 1. Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel. For the Lord hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land.
So he has a controversy. He has a problem with us. All right? With the inhabitants of the land. Go ahead.
Because there is no truth.
There's no truth. Right? We see our so-called president going on TV. Is he telling the truth? If you like him or not, is he telling the truth? No. We know that there's no truth. And we also lie to each other. To come up on one another. Okay? To get each other's women. All this type of stuff. We lie, we speak, we steal, and we cheat. God says that he has a problem with us doing that. Go ahead.
Nor mercy.
We have no mercy. Y'all were already talking about it earlier. You know, we can't come together. We don't look at each other and have mercy upon one another. If someone looks at us wrong, like, why are you mad dogging me, bro? You know what I'm saying? We go off on one another for the simplest thing. That's hatred, according to the Bible. Go ahead.
Nor knowledge of God in the land.
Nobody has knowledge of God in the land. I'm going to show y'all something. When I ask y'all, who is this man right? I know it's a little small. You can go get a little closer for the people. Who is this? Jesus. Oh man, who do you say that is? There you go. Hey, you see what we're looking at? That image down there. So that's where we all grew up. I grew up on the reservation, and that's the same image that is all over my grandma's house. Those are images my cousins got tattoos of on their neck, on their arms, on the back. But what does the Bible say?
Nor knowledge of God in the land.
The Bible says that we don't have knowledge of God in the land. So I'm going to tell y'all something. This image right here, if y'all Google Caesar Borgia, If y'all Google Caesar Borgia on your phone, that's the image that comes up. This is the image that comes up. Caesar Borgia. He was picked to be the image of Jesus Christ during the Renaissance period. So after the Dark Ages, when Rome came back into power, they chose Pope Alexander VI of Rome, which changed his name from Rodrigo Borgia to Pope Alexander VI. He chose his son to be the image of Christ. Okay? That's when that image first came out. So that image is the name. So if y'all watch HBO, there's a show called The Borgias. That's talking about this family right here. How they came into power and rulership. And they were a vicious, violent family. Because you can't rise to power in those days without what? Without violence. Without violence. So we have a lot of books. And you read about the history about the Borgia family of violent people. Right? And those same people, does anybody know about Pope Nicholas V? Anybody? Pope Nicholas V. These are all names. Jot it down in your mental notes. Pope Nicholas V, he instituted slavery. He did what's called a papal bull, which is like an executive order today, like the president would write. He did what's called a papal bull for him to start spreading what we know as the Christian religion today to the so-called blacks and the Native Americans that were on this side of the land. All right? And that's all documented also in the Bible. But the reason we brought this out through that image is because, read that part again. This is something that our people don't have right now. Read that again.
For the Lord hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of God in the land.
So there's no knowledge of God in the land. There's no truth. There's no mercy. That's what Malachi was bringing out earlier, is that anytime we go into these churches for help, they want our money. We can't even ask questions about the Bible. There's all kinds of issues even within our churches. The other pastor just stepped down recently because of fornication. We can't even trust our religious leaders. That's what God said. He has an issue with us. All right, was that it on that? Okay, now give me Deuteronomy 28. I'm going to give you a couple of scriptures. I'm going to give it back to you. All right? Because I want us to make a connection with that we are the people of the book. All right? We are the people of the book, and I want us to see that. Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So God said that we didn't do what he told us to do. He gave us commandments. He gave us laws. He gave us statutes. If we didn't do these things, what's going to happen?
Then all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Now, he said we'll be cursed. Now we're about to show you what y'all been talking about. Who said mental health earlier? Mental health. So God said that he's going to curse his people for what? For breaking his commandments, right? So verse 29, here's a curse.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 28. The Lord shall smite thee with madness.
What's madness?
Mental health.
Mental health. You crazy, right? God said he's going to smite us with madness. Go ahead.
And blindness.
And blindness. Blindness meaning what? Is it a physical blindness? No. It's
blind to
the truth. We're blind to the truth. Exactly. We gotta clean. We gotta have a spiritual cleansing. Read on. Is that it?
And astonishment of heart.
An astonishment of heart. So now, somebody else. What else did y'all bring up? Y'all brought up drugs.
Communication.
Okay. Give me verse 16. So remember, we're reading the curses. Because of the curses, because we went against God, he said these curses will come upon our people. Check out this other curse that he put upon his people. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
God says we're going to be cursed in the city. What part of the city do our people usually live in? So remember I told you, I'm already from the reservation. So the Native Americans, we come from, we are in the reservation. Where else do our people live at?
Like, in the heart of the city? Like, what do you mean?
In no matter where you go in the city, where do you find the bulk of our people at? Do you find them in the nice parts of the city? Where do you find them? In the rough areas. what do we call them? Ghettos, slums, barrios, favelas, reservations. These is where our people dwell because, read that again?
Cursed shall thou be in the city.
We're going to be cursed in the city. All right, go ahead.
And cursed shall thou be in the field.
No matter where we go in this world. So it says, cursed shall be in the field. Who was picking the cotton, the produce, right? Who's the ones doing that?
Our people.
Our people. God said we're going to be cursed in the field. We're going to be the ones picking the strawberries, the lettuce. You know what I mean? All that type of stuff, the back-breaking work, and not getting any kind of benefit from it. God said we're going to be cursed in the field. Go ahead.
Cursed shall be thy basket and thy store.
Cursed shall be the basket in that store. That's going into your bank account, your funds. God said we're going to be cursed. And that goes to, a lot of people end up on the streets. We have a street ministry. A lot of our people end up on the streets because it can be, we're all one medical issue away from homelessness. Right. You know what I'm saying? We can have some kind of medical event, and you have a $200,000 bill. Not
only that, bro, a lot of us live paycheck to paycheck.
Exactly.
Something can happen at home. It won't even be health related. Something can happen at home and boom.
All of that. That's exactly right. We live paycheck. That's why God said he's going to curse our pockets. You know what I mean? It's sad when we see our people out here in the streets having to donate their plasma and their blood in order to get a motel room for the day. You know what I mean? In order to get a sandwich for the day. And that's what we see. We go out here in Central, all of our people are walking around with that the Band-Aid around their arm because they just gave blood. That's what happens. But God said this is going to happen to our people.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom. What is the nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. His word, his word, his word, his word.